I say that if you truly want to do, you truly love those musicians and celebrities and politicians and whatever, then stop fucking putting them on a shelf and blowing them up and overhyping them. Because you're not doing them any good feeding into that ego. And I say that, don't do it to your children. Because if you feed that ego and pride, all you will is create little monsters that expect perfection, and their head gets swollen. They stop seeing the reality of life, and they turn into assholes. That's what I say. You can love your children and you can, give them good things, but don't fucking blow them up. I think that's why, my ex-husband always got mad at me because I didn't fucking blow him up. I'm like, and I wasn't gonna blow him up, and guess what? I didn't blow up others either. I told the fucking truth about him. And he couldn't stand that. Well, big fucking deal. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not blowing up anybody else. All humans are the fucking same, no matter what they do in this world, and they all need to fucking get over themselves. That's just the truth of it. I don't care if someone's a fucking billionaire. Their shit ain't any better than mine, and I don't want their shit. Well, my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best thing you can do is don't over fucking hype people. Stop creating images and idols. Stop praising names. Stop. Just stop. Because look at what happens with those people that get that little bit of taste of fame and fortune. Man, they fucking tank. They do. They fucking tank. They start thinking they're invincible. They start thinking they're gods. And what is it? Icarus? Wasn't he the one that flew too close to the sun? Pretty sure it's Icarus. He thought he just got he learned to fly, and he just wanted to be higher. So he got too fucking close to that sun, and he got burnt out, and he fell completely. There is a spiritual, mental, physical, emotional being in all of us that comes together in one, or they're separate. So when you sit there and someone gets divided against themselves in order to be full of pride and ego, then basically they're going to get to a certain point and fall the fuck apart, and they will not recover from it. They will not grow outside of the box. They will forever be that one. They don't grow anymore. I know they don't grow anymore because I talk to the spirits all around me. And, they come to me and they try to plead a case and they try to be defensive and they try to do this. And I was like, what the fuck is even going on? That's when I started asking, who am I that I have all these spirits that are so concerned if I fucking like them or not? Because I'm like, why does it matter? Because I don't fucking care if they like me or not. I don't care. So why do they care so much about me liking them? And I was like, well, who the fuck am I? Because in this world, I'm just playing in the scraps. I just built my cabin by hand. I just go and I don't have millions of dollars in this world. I don't have what other people value in this world. So I'm like, well, who the fuck am I? Now I'm spiritually rich, I'm mentally rich, I'm emotionally rich, and I'm rich in body. Not because other people think I'm sexy or pretty or they want to be me, but just because this body is Wendy Dawn. That's why I'm rich in body. Because I'm amazing. Not in pride, just because I love myself. And every time I get knocked down, I get up. That's why, like, when I traveled the land and I saw so many people defeated, homeless, and they don't know how to get up unless somebody else does it for them. And I'm so box by that. You know, I so don't want that for them. You know, I want them to get out of their boxes. You know, and the homeless, they're in the cities. You know, they're clustered up like fucking in the most lowest conditions, living like rats and cockroaches and shit like that. And I'm like, you know, why? And it's dangerous for them. I was like, why do you stay here? What is the purpose? You know, why would you want to live in such desolate conditions when all you have to do is move to a different spot? You know? If this spot doesn't welcome you, then go somewhere else until it does. Believe me, I've traveled this whole land and got knocked down over and over again. You know? And I still got up, dusted myself off. You know, I've been through much illness. There's so much that I've been through, and I am like, I'm not fucking living in the gutter just because I got knocked down. I don't care. No. It is what it is. You know, in this land, I get humbled over and over again, and I'm like, I just dust myself off and I get up again. And I was like, look, I ain't trash, so I ain't gonna live like trash. You know, I don't care what those douchebags over there are saying about me. I don't care what I don't care. I don't care what they're seeing about me. You know, I don't care. You know, if my family, you know, those that are not for me want to talk shit, I don't care. Because you know what I know about humans, no matter how much money they have or what clothes they wear or you know, what status they have in the human world, they're all just fucking like me, just in a different life scenario. You know, and if this is a life scenario and experiences I had to get to be me, to become rich in spirit, mind, heart, body, then whatever, you know. But this is who I had to be to grow out of my box, to grow into a beautiful tree that I am, full of wisdom, kindness, understanding. Okay. I ain't gonna play victim or be sad over that. I've been through it all. Rape, abuse. I've been through it all. I understand. Loss, death, life, the experiences I've had. You know, this is basically, I don't know what phase of life this is. I don't know what stage. I just know I went through much, and I've lost things. I have people that won't even talk to me, and I don't know why. You know, I just do the best I can with what I got. But I say to all those out there, don't lift up others and put them on a shelf, because they will always let you down. Just like my mom, I don't put her on a shelf. I just love her, and I appreciate her, and I'm grateful for her. But I don't put her on her shelf. I don't go, oh yeah, my mom's so great. Da, da, da. No, my mom's not. She has her issues just like fucking everybody else. Let me tell you, everybody has those fucking issues. And every time you put somebody on a shelf and they fall off and you get pissed, that's your own fault, because you shouldn't have put them on a fucking shelf in the first place. Like all these people that put the president on the shelf and then get pissed off that he doesn't live up to their expectation, or she doesn't. They're fucking humans, you morons. If you were president, you'd fuck up too. Let's get over ourselves, shall we? Or when a celebrity wears a certain thing, I was like, are you fucking shitting me? Like, who fucking cares if they wore it wrong? Who fucking cares? How many women and men out there have worn absolutely horrendous outfits that was cringe-worthy? You know, who cares? Or they lose their house, or they fall under bankruptcy. We've all fucking done this in one way or another. And if you haven't went through it yet, well, buckle up, bitches, because you will. If you look around and you sit there and throw stones at other people that are going through their life tribulation, it's going to come back and knock you in the fucking forehead, because you put a mark on your head. And if you're that big of a douche about it, then yes, you will get knocked the fuck out. I just learned my lessons and kept on going. Yeah, I sit there and spoke truth against all and myself. Believe me, I looked in the mirror. I looked in the mirror and point blank called myself a fucking whore. Two-faced, self-righteous, lover of money, cheater, fucking ass eater. Man, did I fucking took myself off that pedestal in a heartbeat. And it felt so fucking good to realize how dirty I was. And when I realized how dirty I was, that was when I got cleaned off. And I could walk in freedom. But you know what? You gotta admit that you're a shit eater before you get clean. That's just the truth of it. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care if it's addiction to drugs, addiction to sex, addiction to shopping. We all dirtbags. You just gotta get clean and move on. Or you're gonna get infested. You know, I look as me getting sick as I was infested with bugs because I keep on putting myself out there and I kept on striking myself with venom because of the mistakes I made in my past. And the reason why I do this is because I put motherhood on a fucking shelf when I shouldn't. There's no such thing as a perfect mother, a perfect father. If there was such thing as a perfect mother and perfect father, we sure the fuck wouldn't be living in a world that's full of fucking insanity and all that goes around. Look, we're all human, so we all create the mess around us. We can't just pick and choose who is bad and who is not because we all participate in the system that breeds this corruption and greed. And the only way that we can overcome this is to stop feeding into pride and ego and stop putting stupid shit on shelves that don't need to be put on shelves. You know, all the temples, stages, all that shit needs to just calm down. It does. The system of man just needs to calm down, and people need to put love in their hearts and walk in humility and be humbled. To come clean and stop eating that shit and speaking that shit. Stop throwing stones. Like men will sit there and throw stones at women and women will throw stones at men. It don't matter if you got tits and a vagina or a dick. You're an asshole. Get over yourself. You're a shit eater. You're dirty. Get clean. You know, I love music, and you know, one of the songs is "Nobody" that Marilyn Manson put out. And you know, that song, when I first heard it, I had a different perspective, but when I hear it now, I know it. I was like, we are all nobodies trying to be somebody. We're all digging in the fucking dirt. You know, and if people would open their eyes to the messages and being spoke and the sirens singing their songs, then they would know. So, you know, you want to be healed, you want freedom, then you got to break your chains and get out of those cages of being a shit eater and dirty and just thinking you're great because you put on certain clothes or live in a certain house or have a certain job. And hiding from the truth. Putting on a show. And men and women both do it, and they're both pointing fingers at each other. And I'm kind of tired of it. I'll speak truth of the experiences I've had with men. But you know what? If I was a man, I'd be having the same fucking experiences with women. And that's how I see it. I don't want to be a man. At all. But I know my counterparts out there. I know it. I know the experiences he's had with women because I've had them with men. However, I've grown up and I've recognized my issues. I hope y'all fucking grow up and realize that too. Nothing in this world is taboo. It's just hidden. And people don't want to admit the truth of themselves. They want to point fingers at others. Well, don't do that. That's not becoming of a crown. You develop your crown on your head is when you start facing that mirror in truth. Start loving yourself for who you are and stop fucking putting on a show for the world. Stop walking on eggshells and stones, because it's not worth it. You want to do all a favor, then stop putting them on a fucking shelf, because there's none good in this world. I don't care if they have a dick, vagina, titties, both. They're nothing good. I don't care what clothes they put on. I don't care what party they belong to, political, celebrity, whatever. I don't care what church, religion. I don't care what country they belong to. I don't care how many people praise their name. They're all nobodies trying to be somebodies in this world. They're all dirty, disgusting, all trying to get paid and laid. How do I know? Because I walked among them. And every day, I put that away. Every day I throw more dirt on that old person that I buried. No hard feelings. There was no hard feelings walking away. And I ain't got no hard feelings to those that think I should have stayed and played a role in their lives. I ain't got no hard feelings. I got love out there, but I wasn't going to stay and play a role. Or put on a show, or an image, or be fucking miserable. I was a nobody trying to be somebody, and now I am Wendy Dine. And I say to all those out there, I don't got $2 to give, but I have a heart of gold, and I'll tell you truth to try to set you free.